All right, guys, so welcome to today's video. So look, I'm gonna do these videos because I think they actually have a lot of relevance for fishing. When I first released one of these videos, I thought, man, you guys are gonna tear me up. What the heck does this got to do with fishing? Well, I'm gonna make that make sense for you. As you can tell by the title of the video, excuses are what kills all of us, right? And here's what's crazy. You can't make the word excuse or excuses without a U. There's a U right in the middle of it. And so it's kind of ironic that you are the excuse. You're the only one that makes excuse. You're the only one that lets that excuse get in your way. So stop, okay? I used to catch big fish. I used to catch a lot of big fish. And when I caught those big fish, it was because I prepared better, I worked harder, I went further, and I went to the places and I did the things that other people weren't willing to do. I wrote a book called Catch 'Em Where Others Can't. And I almost put in the title, or won't, because I knew a lot of it had to do with mindset. You know, I do seminars all over the country and I talk about that fishing is about 90% between your ears. A lot of that has to do with knowledge and a lot of that has to do with confidence. And those two are actually intertwined because confidence comes from knowledge. I call it the ready effect. R-E-A-D dash a little Y, because I feel like the root word of ready is read. So when you read and you dump knowledge into your head, it makes you a better angler. I hear people all the time say, oh, I'm kind of one of those people that learn from doing. Yeah, we all do. But everybody can learn from reading, because when you read, that's all you're doing at that time. You're focused 100% on that. People who say, oh, I just learned from doing. A lot of times that's a lazy cop-out. You're basically saying, I want somebody else to show me how to do it so I don't have to learn myself, and that's how I learn. You learn by somebody else showing you. Well, I don't want to be the person that learns by somebody else showing me, because to me, a lot of the gratification comes from going through the process. The process also makes you better. The learning all the little things along the way actually make you aware of all the variables that you have to be aware of to be successful. So here's the deal. Stop making excuses. I made excuses for a long time and I'm done with it. Here's how these type of videos tie to fishing, okay? Become a better angler by becoming a better you. It really is simple, and the light bulb went off when I was trying to decide, do I keep making these videos? Do I keep talking about fitness? Do I keep talking about this crap that maybe my audience doesn't want to hear? Maybe you guys don't want to hear. Well, if you don't want to hear this kind of stuff, you probably shouldn't be here, because my goal is to make you a better angler. My goal is to help you become a better angler. And the only way you can become a better angler is if you become a better you. You're not gonna get better at anything tomorrow that you don't do today. I want that to sink in. I want that to sink in for a second. If you don't do something today, you will not be better at it tomorrow. That's the only way to get better. So get out in the yard and practice casting. Get out in the yard and practice flipping, practice pitching, practice the things that make you a better angler. A lot of times as anglers, we get out there and we practice when we play. That's insane. Can you imagine a football team that tried to line up for a football game and it's the first time they'd ever tried that formation? It's the first time they'd ever run that route. It's the first time they'd ever, ran that scheme. It would look like an absolute crap show out there on the field. So stop doing that. I have a thing called the 60-30-10 rule, okay? Your success is based on 60% knowledge and preparation, okay? 60% knowledge and preparation, 30% planning, and 10% luck. And if you take all of those things and consider them buckets, if you take some out of the knowledge bucket, starting to pour down rain, but again, that's no excuse. You got to get out there and do it. Then you're counting more on the luck bucket. If you take some of the 30% out of the preparation bucket, you got to put that into the luck bucket. So when people plan on just going fishing, you're going to accomplish that 100% of the time. If all you plan to do is go fishing, every time you go, you're going to be successful. But if you plan on going catching, that requires preparation. That requires knowledge. That requires skill, okay? That's why 90% of the fishermen, you know, don't catch fish, and 10% of the fishermen catch 90% of the fish because they put in more work. I have got to stop making excuses about why I'm not successful. I've rationalized it 100 ways. I'm like, oh, I'm being more relatable to the masses. I'm teaching people that it's not all about, you know, blah, blah, blah excuses. I rationalized ways to justify my own mediocrity, and I'm done with that crap. So one thing that I'm gonna do is start holding myself to a higher standard. I want all of us to do that here at this channel, in this community. I'm gonna ask you guys to consider joining KBF because I got some big plans, and big plans require, you know, funding. They require momentum. They require, you know, they acquire the ability to move mountains, and they require that you get other people involved. And the only way that you can do that is that you can show them that you can create something. And I want to create a bigger, better, more awesome kayak bass fishing community. So you guys do me a favor, consider joining KBF. There's a link in the description box. Help me with this cause, help me with this movement, help me create more content, help me get this message out more. I've got a big announcement coming soon. I'm going to announce it after I cast, and this is going to be part of it. But listen, I'm going to help you become a better angler, and here's why. Because to become a better angler, you have to become a better you.